Morning, Henrik. How are you, man? Good to see you. All right.
You've been looking forward to this for 8 years, and
Yeah.
finally we're here.
Yeah, I can't wait for the rest of the 45 minutes. Let's get started here. Come on.
Phil Mickelson, Henrik Stenson, Royal Troon 2016. What a battle you had. Talk to us about your experience of that final day.
I've been asked quite a lot, do you and Phil ever talk about it? And I'm like, he doesn't want to talk about it, obviously. We played some incredible golf, and it turns out to be one for the ages, really.
Well, first of all, I'm very excited to be here and talk about me losing. It's great. What actually sticks out about this win for you, loss for me, was that, I don't know if anybody knows this, but we played together. The major prior to this was at Oakmont. And we were paired together the first 2 rounds. And I said, Henrik, you're one of the best long iron players in the history of the game, the best I've ever seen, one of the best. You're going to win your major. Do you remember me saying that?
Yeah.
Now, little did I know it would be the next one, and it would be at my expense.
Fast forward 5-6 weeks. Here we are walking off 18, and we kind of put our arms around each other. And I said, do you remember? I didn't even look up. I think I said, do you remember the conversation? He went like, mm-hmm.
I thought I said F off. Was that not accurate? Was that not what I said?
That was later.
That was later.
Yeah.
Because I've said that multiple times since, but I don't remember. I hope you can tell, like in my voice and things we're saying, how much respect I have for you. And as much as it's not fun talking about losing and so forth, but I am genuinely happy for your performance and your win. And it's taken 8 years to be able to say that.
And 2 minutes and 29 seconds, but here we are. No, I appreciate that. I mean, yeah, after Tiger Woods, you're the best player that's been out there for the last 20 plus years. So it's like,
Guys, we want a bit of abuse for each other, not
yeah,
pure
no,
love.
we're going to start. It's going to be a hug fest here in a minute.
Now,
why don't we look at all the shots that were heart-wrenching for me? That'll be great.
Majestic stroke from Stenson. He's responding to Mickelson.
Advantage Mickelson. What a ding-dong battle from these 2 players. Just been extraordinary.
We talk about match play. How much was this at Royal Troon? Did it feel like match play, blow for blow?
I can't remember exactly, but I think we were a couple of shots ahead of the rest of the field.
It was head-to-head. I didn't worry about anybody else on the leaderboard because nobody else was within striking distance or were they even making a move. So it was just, I was only worried about you, but it was a tough match. I mean, you played some incredible golf.
It's really going to be a shame that somebody's got to lose today.
There was a computer analysis like with AI that talked about every performance in the history of the game, and the number 1 best performance in the history of the game was Tiger in 2000 US Open. I think that's pretty obvious. It's easy. Number 2 was you at Troon in 2016, and number 3 was actually mine at Troon, and what an honor to lose.
Yeah.
To have the 3rd best performance in majors in history and to lose. The mathematical odds on that are astronomical.
So, I mean, I had 2/3 and a second, so when I'm putting myself in position at Troon, there's only really one thing I'm after. It's like not another podium finish. It's not going to matter. I don't care if I finish 2nd or 4th. I was 40 at the time, had a long and good career, but not managed to kind of put that crown jewel on my career. So I was there ready to give it my best to try and make it happen, obviously.
Now, you had a 1-shot lead going into the final round, and it 2-shot swing quite quickly. Do you remember that, Phil?
Yeah, no, I liked that part of it.
That part you
That was
liked.
great.
I'm starting positive for you, Phil.
I just remember there was a strong right to left wind, and I got an 8-iron to work back into the wind a little bit, and then just fall out of the sky left. Ended up to tap.
Well,
it.
you almost hold it. It was like dancing around the cup, and I came up short and 60 feet left the first one. I don't know, 8 feet short and missed it. Yeah, it was bogey, not the start that I wanted, but
I always say a lot of great rounds start with a 5, and that also probably put you into a more attacking frame of mind potentially.
yeah.
Because you made 10 birdies from there.
And going up against Phil, one of the absolute greatest players in the game, with arguably the best short game in the game. When I stepped onto that final round, I knew he's not going to back away, but he's not going to back down. And even if he doesn't have his best game, he's got a short game to back up anything. So I knew I think mindset-wise, it made it easy for me, because I knew I was going to have to go out and just play freely and play attacking, because I knew what I was up against.
So the second, let's take a look at that. Phil, you had a nasty chip off a bear lie.
For such a short shot on link screens to get that kind of check, and yeah, it lipped out, lucky for me, and then I made my birdie putt to get that shot back that I lost.
Brilliant, brilliant.
And what were the thoughts at the turn?
Yeah, I felt like going out the right to left wind was more difficult for me, and it was going to be a little bit easier for you. And if I could stay within striking distance, then I get to turn back and have a hooked wind, a left to right wind for me. And I thought that I would have a more of an advantage on the back nine the way the wind was that day. It obviously turned out not to be the case.
That's the amazing thing about links golf. You two actually had two very different golf courses, because left-handed, right-handed, you had different winds. I mean, how?
And certain holes are going to play more in favor, depending on if you're righty or lefty.
The holes that I can attack were often different than the holes that you could attack. And that was kind of what made this an interesting duel, is that I'm able to get aggressive on some holes, and then the holes I got to play conservative, the ones that you're getting aggressive on, that's why I think that we had so much back and forth and shot swings.
Now, 15.
Go on. Go on! No! What a putt, Henrik Stenson! No!
And I think before that, correct me if I'm wrong, 1 down, 4 to go, you probably feel like it's not where you want to be, but it's not disastrous. But when I made that one, that was like, uh-oh.
I left my putt quite a bit short, but that putt on 15 that you made, that was crushing. I mean, the one on 14 you expect, we had been making putts all day. It wasn't breaking much, 15, 20 feet, and you made it. That's somewhat expected. The one on 15 was not expected. And then when we go to 16, now I've got to make up some ground. This putt that I had for eagle, I thought, I mean, it looks like it was going to go in, and I mean, it's tracking, it's diving in, and then somehow
Managed to miss.
it went across the hole short. Like it was right of the hole and ends up left of the hole short, and it looked like it was not possible. And
Yeah, I'm going like, how did that miss?
And so if I make that and you miss that 4 or 5 footer, we're even with 2 to go. Instead, it was a reverse, and you had a 2-shot lead. But I just don't see how that ball misses there.
It still looks, I mean, we can talk about golfing gods and all this stuff, right? And when you win big tournaments and when it's your week, it's always going to be those small moments. When things are going your way, you don't think about it, but you always got to have that 10%, 15% luck as well. And I have those powers.
Now, what I don't understand, and in watching you play in that thick, heavy wind, because I'm hitting these like low shots, kind of running it, knocking down, you would strike it, and the ball would just soar right up into the air, and the wind wouldn't touch it. And I remember a shot you hit on 17. I'm like, oh, that's 40 yards short. Like it launched way up in the air, and it just never loses its flight. The wind's blowing 20, that thick, heavy wind's there, and it comes down 4 feet from the hole, like with the forehand. I'm like, what is that? Like I hadn't seen a ball penetrate the sky like that. And I'm trying to hit like these little low knockdown shots. You would strike it so solidly that the wind wouldn't affect it. You're the only person I've ever seen do that.
And if you wouldn't have been so cheeky all these years, I would have told you how to do it. So we go into 18.
Your tee shot
I'm
stays
2 up,
just short of the bunker. What did you hit off the tee?
We both hit 3-wood, didn't we?
Yeah, you hit that 3-wood pretty long.
Yeah.
I that bunker was not in play for me, but your ball just trundled, and it looked like...
I think you cut yours up into the window a little bit, right? Your 3-wood, and then I just hit a rocket down the right side because I want to avoid those left-hand bunkers.
Now the ball, there's a roll.
Yeah.
There's a grass that rolls down, and you couldn't see your ball from the tee.
No, I thought it was in the bunker.
I did too. I thought it was in it. So now I'm thinking, all right, well, he's not going to be able to get to the green. If I can make birdie, like I've got a legitimate chance here to tie it. And somehow it stayed short of that bunker, yeah. And
it looks like it has a handbrake. When you're following it, it kind of trundles towards the bunker, and it's on the downslope, and it's like someone goes... I don't think it was until Phil... I mean, you can see how close his birdie putt was, but when that stayed short, then in my mind, okay, I managed to pull this off, and the claret jug is mine.
I don't look back on this tournament and feel like, I should have done this or I wish I'd done that. I feel like, you know, I played really great golf and about as well as I could have, and I got beat. And it was it's the first time I can remember that happening in my career. And I saw some incredible golf, and I was able to play some incredible golf. And I think it was really a great week because I've always said that what's fun is being in it, and what's fun is like playing great golf and being in it with a chance to win. And that's what I had that week. I mean, I care about the result, like you want to win, but what I love is not holding the trophy. It's being in that process. Like that's what it's all about.
When you're thinking back at great duels and great matches, this one's going to be up there forever.
Well, congratulations again.
Thank you.